Property modes, we have two types. One is list generally. The single value, you can store the values like, and there are three types of single values you can use, like text will be there, date will be there, any data type which are available in the ERPC, like date, time. Like then text drop down, not drop down, integer, decimal. Okay, there will be 6 to 7 values available in the property mode. Okay, and next one is page mode. Another one is value mode. Okay, page mode, in the value mode again we have value, you can see that one in the, I will show you that one. Open any property type, you can see like single value means these things, these are the available data types, date, data, time, decimal, all these things. Okay, we have page level. Page level means I will show you that one. And we have advanced. Advanced, the valuation value group will come under advanced, but those will call as a value mode. Value list and value group. Page mode is like a page, single page, we call it single page, page list. These are the available modes in the
page group.
Yeah, sorry. Page group. Okay, now the difference, you know, single value, how to use this one. Value mode is value list is nothing but ordered list of the values. Like if you want to store all the countries in the list, then you can use the value, I mean country of one dot name, and you can use country of two dot name, like that you can use that one. This is the value list. Value group means it is unordered list of the values. Like here the order will be there. Value of 1, value of 2, value of 3 will be there. Here the value group. I mean, if you want to identify the address, I mean, if you say address as the address will be two types: address for home, address for office. Here there is no order, but you need some key to identify the address. We call home and office as a keys. So if you want to access the value group values, then you need one key. Generally, internally, it will build based on the hash functions. So hash uses keys. So in order to identify value group values, you need to use keys. Coming under page mode, we have single page, page list, page group. I can say single page is nothing but a group of values. Group of values related to a single object. Let us say if you take a candidate, in our case, if I am saying candidate as a page, candidate contains different properties, like first name is there for the candidate, last name is there, email is there, different properties are there for the candidate. So I can say that candidate is the collection of the values. So I can say it is an object. Object contains again values. It is a collection of values. That is a single page. Page list and page group are similar to the value list and value group. The only difference is page list is the collection of pages. Like if I have a number of candidates, I can use page list. If I have page group means it is an unordered thing of the, unordered group for the page mode. Like the example will be like this. Here actually this will serve for this one, because address again contains different properties. Address means not only just a single value, right? Home means address contains like street, some other properties like pin code, some values will be there. Okay, here we can use some other example. Address won't serve here. Value group like phone number. Yeah, for example, phone number. phone number for office, phone number for home. You can use this one. So here this is same thing, but the page group will the collection of the pages which is unordered way. If you want to make it an ordered way, you can go for page list. If it is a single page, you can go for single page. This is just a brief introduction. And if you see here, in our case, if you go to data model, the properties will be in the data model category. If you go to the properties, if you see here, candidate is a page mode, because you can see you can expand this one, the arrow mark here. You can again get the properties for the available for the candidate. Okay, if you open the definition further, just click that one. You can see single page. Okay, this is single. When you want to define a single page, you need to provide the class name, because it is an object of some class, right? If it is a address related, you need to provide the address class here, because here it is a candidate case, then we are providing candidate case here. That is single page. If we want to store multiple properties, you need to just change it to the page list. Okay, this is how we need to use. Now just I'm giving, we need to use this actually that terminology in the data transform. Just for that reason I explained that one. So now if you want to store the entire page list into another page list, as I said, page list contains 100 records, right? One way is, if you want to store 100 records into another page list of 100 records, what you can do, you can traverse one by one. Like in Java, we can use for loops, right? For I equal to 1, I equal to 1, I less than equal to 100, I plus plus. Then we will write the logic, and we will traverse for 100 times if you want to access the 100 records. So the system is such much intelligent. If you give set here, in the target you need to give the page list. In the source you need to give the page list. Directly it will dump the entire page list into the target values. No need to traverse each and every record. That is the powerful. Okay, you are saving a lot of execution time, right? So instead of traversing each and every record, you are directly dumping the source page list into the target page list. Okay. For that reason also you can use the set, not only for just formatting the source, but you can also for use some other purposes. Now, I will give one more example. Like next, go for remove. Remove is nothing but remove will remove the pages from the clipboard. If you see clipboard, these are advanced topics, but it will be useful for whatever you are seeing at the user pages. These pages will be called as a top pages. We call it the top level pages or top pages. Okay, if you want to remove any pages from the top pages, you need to use the remove action in the data transform, and you need to provide the page name. Okay, if I use PY work page here, we should not remove that one, but just I am giving example. If you give PY work page, first we need to mention the PY work page in the page and classes, PY work page, and you need to give the class name. Okay, then you need to give the PY work page here, then it will be removed from the clipboard. In some scenarios, in activities we will create the pages, but we need to remove the pages. Why? Because if you don't remove the pages, whatever you have seen in the clipboard, right, this is a memory. So each and every class will use some memory. If you don't remove when it is not necessary, I mean at the end of the day you will get a memory out of the exceptions. I mean memory is already utilized, I mean already exhausted, because you did not remove the pages which are not applicable for that scenario. So if you don't need the page on the clipboard, you can remove that one using the remove action. Okay, and one more thing, update page. Update page is nothing. If you want to update embedded pages, when I say embedded pages, again I'm going to clipboard. Whatever you see here, this is a top level page. Whatever you see inside this top level page is embedded page. Now here in the PY work page, we have number of embedded pages. Again, if you go for, we will open actual work object. You can get. Okay, I'm going for PY work page. Now you can see candidate is a embed page for the PY work page. Okay, because it is not the top level, so it is embed page for the PY work page. If you want to update those type of properties, you can use the update action. Like you can use the same thing here. I can achieve the same functionality by using update page as well. I will show you how you can achieve that one. First, we need to define the py workpage dot candidate. We need to give the class name here. What is the class name? I'm just copying from here. And then if we want to update the candidate case, I need to select the page. Okay, because candidate is I know that candidate is embed page. Okay, if you want to update the page, again click arrow mark. You can set the values now. Now I am getting the full name right. Now you can see the first name. Here also you can use the with values from. If the values are already there in the clipboard, you can use the clipboard here. If the values are not there, you can use the, because first name and last name is already there in the clipboard, right? So I need to use the with values from. So even if you see relation, it is changing based on the action. If it is a set, you are getting equal to. For remove, you are not getting any relation. If it is update from update page, you are getting a different relation. So the relation is also changing based on the action. This is a context sensitive. Now if you're directly giving hard code values here like Subba Reddy, no need to select any values from the clipboard. But I need to use the values from the clipboard because first name and last name is already there in the clipboard. So I am using this one. I am giving I'm using the same candidate page because values are there in the candidate page only. First name, last name. And here you can see some gear symbol is there, right? If you don't know the syntax right here, we don't know whether the syntax is correct or not. You can use this symbol. Click that one, gear symbol. Okay. Now you can see the same logic here. Now you can use validate here. You can use if you want to use any additional functions, like you need to select the library. Let us assume I'm using some mathematical calculations. I am not using here, but let us assume I am using some mathematical things. I need to use the math related. It's not there. Okay, I'm selecting all. So it will give all the functions. Like if you want to get the maximum value of some list, then you can use max. These are all the available functions. Okay, you can use those functions if it is required. In our functionality, it is not required, so we are not using any function. I mean, building application is not simple like appending these things. You can use number of available functions. We have whatever you can see in the Java like functions. You can use the same predefined functions. These are coming with the product. No need to develop those things. Okay, and if you want to and you should know that whether it is a valid or not, right? Cancel insert. If you are not sure of whether the syntax is correct or not, just click validate. We'll get message. Expression is valid, so you can go ahead. Save. If the expression is not valid, then you will get error while saving itself. So instead of saving that time, you can use this gear symbol and you can validate whether the expression is correct or not. Here I need to provide some page name, otherwise it will be error. Okay, I will remove all this again. This is how about we can update the page.
But okay, this is going to give an error at runtime, right? Like you are removing py workpage and candidate below, like update page, same page, get the values. So by the time the control comes
no, because why it is giving design time is you gave action, but you didn't give the target. Okay, but system should know which page you want to remove, right? If I give empty, that means system how it can assume which page you want to remove.
Right. Yeah, but what you said is right. But this syntax, whatever now there on the screen, if we give py workpage candidate there, then it's going to give a runtime error, right?
Yeah, yes.
Assume that you enter py. Yeah, okay, that's what. Yeah.
And we can, I mean, it's just I'm giving example. We should not remove.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
If you want to remove any page, if it is not required, then only we should use that one. Okay.
Right.
We should give some page. At design level, system should not know that one.
Right.
So it can accept any page which is there in the page and the classes tab. Okay. Should first define here, and you can use that one here. Next action.
So if a particular page and class is not there in the pages and classes, those classes we cannot use here.
Use here because system don't know that one by the time. We are in design time, right? System will check in the pages and classes tab.
Okay.
During runtime, it won't give any error. If the class is not there in the clipboard, just the action should not be executed. That's it. It won't give error.
Okay.
It should not give. Sometimes, I mean, we don't know during execution when that page will be available, when that page is not available in the clipboard. So at that time, so what we do, if the page is available, it will remove. If the page is not there, so there is nothing to remove, right?
Right.
Already the page is not there, so nothing to remove. No need to give error for that reason. Okay. And next action is I'm going for next action. And these are very advanced topics. If you are comfortable with it, then I can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Okay. If you want to call some other data transform, like and Pega recommends that if the logic is going more lengthy, what happens? It is very difficult to maintain, right? So if it is exceeding 16 actions in one data transform, you can create sub data transform. You can call it that one here. If you want to call any.